In December 2024, a 34-year-old man sought a fresh start, moving from his lifelong home in Houston to San Antonio to finally embrace his independence. Settling into a new apartment near Hemisphere Park, he spent weeks working without a break, but eventually decided to use a rare two-day weekend to explore his new city. Choosing a destination he had never visited before, he took a bus to the Ingram Park Mall. The atmosphere inside the mall felt normal at first, but a sense of unease began to settle in as he finished a small purchase at J.C. Penney. As he prepared to leave, the silence of a corridor was broken by a young woman in her 20s with curly hair. She didn't ask for change or directions. Instead, she looked him in the eye and asked a bizarre, chilling question. "Do you work for him too?" When he responded with confusion, she stepped closer, her expression shifting into a haunting smirk as she issued a final warning. "You can't hide from him. He is going to find you." Shaken, the man attempted to put distance between himself and the woman, but as he moved through the mall, he caught sight of her again. She was trailing him, her eyes alternating between him and her phone, as if she were coordinating with someone on the other end. The psychological dread soon turned into a physical pursuit. As he neared a mall exit, a man roughly 6 feet tall and heavily covered in tattoos emerged, chasing him through the building while laughing with a sound described as pure evil. The nightmare peaked the moment he burst through the exit doors into the bright daylight. A white Toyota Tundra roared across the parking lot, slamming on its brakes to block his path. Two more men leaped from the truck and charged toward him. Before he could escape, the tattooed man from the mall caught up, grabbing him and attempting to drag him into the back of the truck. In a state of pure survival instinct, the victim fought back, kicking and screaming for help as the men tried to overpower him. His life was likely saved by the arrival of a family of three who happened to be nearby. Witnessing the struggle, they began yelling that they were calling the police. Seeing the intervention, the woman from the family urged the victim to jump into their vehicle for safety. They locked the doors and sped away just as the kidnappers abandoned the attempt and fled in their truck. Though the police arrived and filed a report, the suspects were not immediately caught. The victim eventually made it home under police escort, forever haunted by the girl's words and the realization of how close he came to disappearing forever. A 27-year-old college student named Aaron moved to Phoenix for a new job opportunity. To make extra money, he picked up a part-time evening shift at a large shopping center called Desert Sky Mall. His job was simple: help close a small sneaker store near the west entrance, clean up, count inventory, and leave. Most nights were routine, but one Thursday things felt off. The mall had officially closed at 9 p.m. By 9:20, the corridors outside the store were mostly empty. The security gates were halfway down, and the usual music playing through the speakers had already shut off. Aaron was in the back storage room when he heard something strange. Footsteps, slow, deliberate, echoing. He assumed it was security doing their final walkthrough. The mall had overnight guards who patrolled after closing. Still, something about the pacing of the steps made him uneasy. They weren't steady like a patrol. They would stop, then continue, then stop again. Aaron stepped out of the stockroom and looked through the metal gate of the store. The hallway lights were dimmed to their nighttime setting, and standing directly across from the store, about 30 feet away, was a man. He wasn't moving. He wasn't on his phone. He was just standing there in the middle of the empty corridor. The man wore a dark hoodie with the hood up, hands at his sides. His face was angled downward, hidden in shadow. Aaron felt a chill crawl up his spine. The mall had been cleared. No customers were supposed to be inside. Aaron assumed security would handle it, so he went back to finish closing. That's when he heard the sound again. This time it wasn't footsteps. It was metal rattling. He froze. The sound was coming from the front of the store. Aaron slowly walked toward the gate. The hooded man was now closer, only about 10 feet away. He wasn't touching the gate, but it was shaking slightly, as if someone had just pulled on it. And then the man slowly lifted his head. Even in the dim lighting, Aaron could tell something wasn't right. The man's expression was completely blank, not angry, not emotional, just empty. Aaron grabbed his phone and texted mall security. No response. He tried calling, straight to voicemail. That didn't make sense. Security always answered. The man suddenly stepped right up to the gate. He leaned forward slightly, not speaking, not smiling, just staring through the metal bars. Then, in a low voice barely above a whisper, he said, "You locked the wrong door." Aaron's stomach dropped. The back hallway, the employee exit. He had propped it open earlier to take trash out. Before Aaron could react, the lights inside the store flickered. When he looked back toward the gate, the man was gone. Not walking away, not running. Gone. Aaron didn't waste time. He ran to the back hallway. The prop door was wide open, and the night air from outside was drifting in. But that wasn't the worst part. On the concrete floor just inside the doorway were fresh wet footprints, leading into the store, not out. Aaron bolted to the front, slammed the security gate fully down, and locked himself inside the storage room while calling 911. Police arrived within minutes. They searched the mall. Security footage was reviewed, and that's when things became disturbing. The cameras showed Aaron working alone all night. No hooded man. No one standing outside the store. No one entering through the back door. The only movement captured on camera were the security gates of his store shaking on their own. Aaron quit the next day. To this day, whenever he thinks about it, one sentence still echoes in his mind. "You locked the wrong door," and he still doesn't know which door the man meant.